It's Alex. I'm gonna play Factorio. For those of you that watched my basic intro video for Factorio, this playthrough is gonna be on the new experimental patch. So there's a few new additions, a few changes, but not too much should be different for you guys. But I wanted to play on this new patch just to see what it's like. It is a beta patch, so it might crash, and if it does, that sucks, and we'll just deal with it. um, but yeah, we're gonna just do it. So let's make a new game. We're gonna just set things to high, high, crude oil very high. I've heard it's like, for some reason, crude oil on the map, there's just a lot less of it in this patch. So we're gonna do that. We'll set this to low, but I'm gonna not put peaceful mode on. It'll be the first time I've played without peaceful mode in a while, so we'll see how that goes. I might just get overrun and destroyed, but is what it is. It'll be a little more of a challenge, a little more interesting. So let's just hop right on in, and hopefully we'll get a half decent spawn and just start with this. Yeah, it looks decently promising to me. We've got a nice coal source by water. And there's some trees, which is good for absorbing pollution. Pollution is something I don't think I talked about in the initial videos I did, the tutorial videos, but basically all your factories and stuff, they all cost energy, and things create pollution, and pollution attracts the enemies that are like little insectoid animal things that I think are called biters, but whatever, they're the enemies. But pollution agitates them and attracts them and makes them come attack you, so that's something we want to avoid. So having some trees around to kind of absorb and curb some of that pollution is good. Thick forest definitely works a bit like a barrier. It kind of holds in your pollution a bit, but so we'll try not to cut down too many of them. So my thinking is looking at this map. This is kind of our starting area. There's a little oil, but I'm not too concerned about proximity to oil right now. That's enough for getting started and whatnot, but we've got a nice supply of coal next to water, so that'll be great for making a power station. And then we have a nice patch of copper here, and a nice patch of iron here, and copper here. And there's a little bit of stone here, and that'll probably be plenty of stone for now. So I think we've got the essentials going on here. And yeah, I kind of like it. Having this thick forest here with the water here should be some natural barriers against the biters. So we should have somewhat of choke points around here. But let's jump on in. So first off, let's set down. I'm just gonna stick it in the middle here, put that there, and that's some fun times. All right, let's make a couple of picks, and I'm gonna hand mine some coal to feed that drill and furnace. I'm setting timers like I did before, so I'm trying to make these episodes roughly 30 minutes apiece so they don't go too long, but you might hear some tones at the very end, and I hope you don't mind. But if you watched my intro video, you'll notice a few things different on the screen already. On the top right, we've got additional buttons that were not there before. Alright, 21 coal, that's a decent start. So I'm going to start my drill and furnace going here, and then I'll talk about those buttons, or we can kind of discover what they are together. Alright, so we've got our settings, that's great. We've got production stats. I believe these were here before, but they were kind of deeply hidden. I don't really have a use for them. We've got bonuses. We don't have any yet, but that'll tell us that from upgrades we get of, oh, you do plus 20% damage with the handgun or something. I don't know. We've got our map, and we've got something for trains, which were not shown off in my intro videos, but this will be helpful. It'll make it so we can actually track the trains without having to manually run them down. But we'll get to that eventually. And then achievements. They added achievements to this game. I got a few just for loading into an advanced, a pretty much finished playthrough I had done that I recorded just to show off what it looked like, but there's a whole bunch. I haven't actually read through them, and I'm not going to really bother right now. Turn on our advanced info so we can see what's going on and stuff. And that should be enough to... Oh, we need some stone. Let's go mine some stone. Actually, this is a new thing. So I don't remember if we had to deal with any rocks in our intro videos, but before, the only way you could get rid of them was with essentially shooting them or explosives or something. But now you can actually mine them, get rock out of it, which is super helpful and makes way more sense in my opinion. So that's helpful. That'll give us, just make all the furnaces I can. And that should allow us to make another drill. Which, let's put some stone up here. We'll have to cut down some of these trees. We'll use wood for fuel early on, but I don't want to cut down too many, just what's on our patches of resources so that we can harvest them. There we go. So we'll just put, actually we don't need a furnace there, but we'll just put a drill down and we shall make a few boxes. We'll need a few boxes. That's there, and we'll use this wood we made or cut down and fuel that. So since I didn't enable peace mode, I will have to consider defending myself and our infrastructure. So I'll have to be a little more careful with expanding, and yeah, that. So I'm gonna try and keep things a little more clustered. But there we go, iron plates. Let's make another couple drills. Put that there. Very nice. Put a box down. And what do we got here? We've got some wood. We'll put half our wood in one, half our wood in the other, and that'll get us some coal going. Got the stone. So I'm gonna go pretty much almost immediately. I'm going to make a drill, a furnace, go pick up this coal over here, and we'll start these two going so we get a little copper going. Cut down a few trees that are on our patches. Yep, so we'll put down another furnace. And then everything's out of fuel again. That's okay, we got some coal being mined. Let's make a few more furnaces. Pick up some copper plate. Excellent. So, well, we will certainly need a few of those. More copper plate. Alright, so I'm going to do the simplest basic power station just to start things. Make that one pipe just so we can turn these so they're mostly out of the way. Put that there. And need more iron plate once more. But basically, unlike the video I showed off, the intro video, we're gonna like race right ahead into getting a power plant and electric drills so we don't waste a bunch of resources making these burner drills. There we go. So pick up this coal and just stick some coal in there. We got another drill. Excellent. But we need more iron plate. Desperately. Need some conveyor belts. There we go. Grab that coal while it's right there. I mean, it's slightly annoying that the iron patch is way over there, but it's really not that bad, and it'll be helpful in the long run for setting up separate smelting furnace lines. Alright, and now we've got some feeding coal into our power lines to keep that going. Very handy. Okay. Let's go grab some stone up here. Yeah. All right. That should last a bit longer. Let's make a few more stone furnaces. And note to self, meant to stretch electric poles down this way. Excellent. Grab some iron plate and we'll make a few more drills. Make a few inserters. Awesome. And then if we build just a little more track, we can feed these furnaces. And now I need coal to fuel the furnaces. That would have been helpful. Oh well. So that's something we're gonna do. Let's make a little storage spot for some coal. Alright. Basically, I'm just trying to get some automation of these things up and running really quick and have it be electric mining drills on the grid with a nice little furnace area so we have a nice little supply. So, can pick those up. And let's do something similar for copper. It's always iron plates. Always need iron plate at the beginning. That's why I went for this right after the coal. Now it would be awesome if there was a little coal patch near the iron. I know there's one up there, but it's deep in the forest, so that I could do a nice like I did in the hybrid the demo video of having some coal straight from drills feeding into there, which is probably what I'm going to do for our copper production. All right, get another drill. Gonna pick these up. Awesome. All right. As always, more iron plate. How is our power grid? It's not the happiest. We'll make another steam engine as well. There we go. And instead of having to manually feed those furnaces with coal, I'm going to make another drill and have it drilling for that. First, we're going to stick that right there. Give it a power cable. Awesome. I think we can pick these up in that. Plenty of coal now. We'll just start these along. All right. Awesome. Okay. Power's doing a bit better. Down here it's getting not the best temperature, So that's pretty basic. I'll just give you some coal, pick up that stone. And now let's make us a proper power station. After we collect some resources. Excellent. Alright. So I am going to put this box here and just stick some obsolete crap in it. I'll hold on to these furnaces. They're actually not obsolete, come to think of it, but even if they were, they're still useful for making boilers. Plenty of stone. So, some more furnaces, a few input pumps, a few drills, and we need more iron, of course. And we are actually pretty low on wood, so we're going to cut down a few more of these trees that are on our resource patches. We don't need to clear them all off now. We're still not using nearly enough resources to be covering this whole patch with drills yet. But it gives us some wood. Alright. That up. And maybe we should put a third drill on this while we're at it. And that should help our iron supply quite a lot. Alright. So we got this big coal patch. And we've got some space here that I think will be pretty good for a power plant. So it's probably way overboard on the pumps. I really don't know what the ratios are for like optimal stuff. I actually kind of like not knowing, like I could go read a forum somewhere, but you know, I kind of like the idea of it being something that being something that like I don't have to know and I don't have to feel like I'm following some optimal formula, because I mean it's playing it as a single player game. It should not have to feel like, I don't know. There's games where I like to play what's, you know, expected, and there's kind of optimal things, and there's good games for that, like World of Warcraft. That one's like, if you're gonna raid and do stuff, there's kind of optimal ways to do it, and that's good. This is not, doesn't have to be played that way. You can kind of play it however you want, and that's something I like. Make a few more boilers. And we're going to leave room to expand our capacity here. Alright, let's go grab some more resources. Excellent. Honestly, it bums me out a little bit that it takes pretty long into this game to get to electric furnaces. You have to use the coal-based furnaces or fuel-based furnaces for a long time. Alright. So, again, I don't want to spread out too much because I don't have the peace mode enabled. So the biter, so to speak, could show up pretty much at any time, and I'll have to defend it, but still. Alright. Alright, so we've got this all connected. Now we just need to set up more drills. Grab some more resources. There we go. Awesome. Except you right there, we're going to send you there. And there is our coal supply. All right. So I'm gonna pick this stuff up. And we're gonna add it onto our main plant. So we've got another furnace there, another boiler. We've got some steam engines. There we go. Make one more just to be safe. Plus, it'll look prettier, and I do like things to look pretty. Alright, so let's see here. Research. Start thinking about that. Okay. Copper plate, iron gear. Let's make all those. Our inventory. It'll be slow, but we gotta start somewhere. And then we're gonna have to make a science lab. Alright, so temperature is pretty good. The between 99 and 100 degrees, which is pretty much as best as we can ask for. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to pause this, and that'll be our first episode. Hooray, basic stuff set up.